for the Region Teamers here. Here is my Throwback segment where I talk about the films that turns 10 and 20 this week. Alright, the films turning 10, holy cow, I can't believe this on 10 years old. Turning 10, we got Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Of course, before Fantastic Beasts and all, this was pretty much the last of the actual Harry Potter universe. We ended up saying goodbye to Harry, Ron, Hermione, and the gang. It was a touching, tribute and touching end to a franchise that, basically the first Harry Potter movie is going to be 20 years old, while the final Harry Potter film is literally 10 years old. Just wrap your heads around that. This franchise has been going on for 3 years. They're still not done with it. We still got the Fantastic Beasts movies. I know there's been drama between the Harry Potter universe because of the whole J.K. Rowling stuff, with the giant firing and all that. So, yeah, that's happened for another time. But hey, I still, quite like the Harry Potter films. They're all so fun. They're redeeming. Voldemort obviously is one of the greatest movie villains of all time. So, yeah, there's some really good franchise. It'll be so cool seeing Dan Radcliffe come back as Harry Potter again. But, with him doing stuff, movies like Swiss Army Man, Guns Akimbo, it shows that he is not just that Harry Potter guy anymore, So, yeah. It'll be cool seeing them come back as Harry Potter for another film, but nowadays, that's not going to happen. Alright. Also turning 10, we've got the 2011 Winnie the Pooh anime film, which I thought was pretty fun. It was cute, charming. You had Jim Cummings was in this. You also had, Jim Cummings as Winnie the Pooh. I believe he also voiced Tigger, if I'm not mistaken, as well. I probably still prefer the recent live action film we got not so long ago. I still probably prefer that. But the 2011 one was not so bad. It was really charming. It had some really decent moral story to it. So, yeah, not bad as a little film. Alright, now we got some really intriguing movies turning 20. Alright, turning 20, we got the Reese Witherspoon classic Legally Blonde, which of course stars Reese Witherspoon as Elle Woods, who, of course, plays like this blonde who, named Elle Woods, who really wants nothing more than to be Miss Warner Huntington III. And there is also one thing stopping, pretty much stopping her. Of course, she also tries to realize all her resources and get back into Harvard. To win Mr. Right back and all. The first Legally Blonde movie was pretty cute. I thought Reese Witherspoon, at the height of his career, was really decent. Of course, there is a second one that happened. I believe there was like a Broadway musical, if I'm not mistaken. And not to mention, there is a third one coming out, so keep your eye out for that. Also turning 20, we got the Robert De Niro film, The Score. Now this stars De Niro as his career thief named Nick Wells, who is about to mastermind a nearly impossible death that will require his joining forces with a clever, this other clever, young guy played by Ed Norton. And this one, I believe this was like Marlon Brando's last feature, if I'm not mistaken. You also had Angela Bassett was in this. The Score is probably one of the most underrated De Niro films there is. It's so cool. The action is really intriguing. Come on, you had a Godfather 2 reunion with, pretty much a Godfather-ish reunion with De Niro and Marlon Brando, so come on there. Ed Norton at the height of his career was pretty cool in this. Really decent, thrill ride, a decent cat and mouse game, if you guys have not seen it. Alright, also turning 20, we got May. I could be wrong about this, but I think this is actually the first movie that Jon Favreau directed. I always thought he directed Swingers, that was his directorial debut, but that was Doug Liman. But May, of course, Jon Favreau will later go on. Who would ever expect a guy who gave us a movie like May and a movie like Elf will later they go on to give us like the Mandalorian, Iron, pretty much the start of the MCU, and loads of other stuff. You know, so of course this was a bit of a Spears reunion with Jon Favreau and Vince Vaughn, so that's pretty cool right there. So yeah, I mean, made is a really decent little charming comedy. Vince Vaughn and Jon Favreau, those two really play off each other really well. You even had Sean Diddy Combs was in this. So not a bad film. Anyway, now my favorite film out of this list that turns 20 years old is probably more of a intense film for you to watch. And it's this movie simply titled Bully. Not to be confused with the video game, okay? Now Bully is a bit of a intense film. It's directed by Larry Clark, who's gave us some very controversial movies such as Kids. He gave us movies like Ken Park, Martha Girl. He's a bit of an odd director. But Bully is an intense film. You know, it's pretty much where these people decide to torture and kill their bully. Where like Bobby Kent is, lay out Lee on July 14th, 1993, and he ends up calling for help and then mercy from his friends. And I mean, this pretty much chronicles the incident that would leave the community stunned. I mean, this movie is an intense film. It's not really a film you can watch over and over again, but it's still really so good. You had some really intriguing cast members like the late young actor Brad Renfro was in this. Nick Stein was in this movie. Drew Phillips, Rachel Miner was in this one. The one who played the dude from Mean Girls. I forgot that dude's name, but the actor from Mean Girls is in this. I mean, yeah, you got some really intriguing cast members in this film. It's definitely a really decent film worth checking out. The true story aspect is very hard to watch. So, yeah, if you guys have not really seen Bully, do yourself a favor, go watch it. It's such a really intriguing film. Anyway, let me let you guys. Which of these films stand out to you most? The 10-year one, I'm going to go Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. While the 20 years one, I'm actually going to, like most people probably go with Legally Blonde, I'm actually going to go with Bully. Bully is probably the better film on my list. Anyway, drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. This is Saber sign off.